this is going to be fun. This is thank you for being here. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, welcome back to Proyecto podcast, the official podcast of the Land Builders Association, companion to Proyecto magazine. I'm Gus Cabrera. We've been doing a bunch of these, and today is a fun one. One of our newest members, Carlos Guerrero from Cutting Edge Home Improvements. Welcome, Carlos. It's great to have you.
Thank you, Gus. Thank you for having us. This is great to be here, man.
Yeah, it's awesome, right?
I've been looking forward to this for a while.
We've been talking about doing this for a while, so I'm very happy to have you. I attended your new office.
Ribbon.
That's right. Your ribbon cutting. In Coral Gables here. You're not too far from here, so
I'm 3 blocks from here.
Yeah, 3 blocks. So I think I walked over, so which is great. So, but you know, you've been an interesting story. You're a Miami guy. Came from Peru when you were a little kid.
Yeah.
And just kind of tell me the path how you got into the construction, into the home building business, and you know, just kind of give us a little bit of insight.
Sure. So like I'm a business owner.
Okay.
Like I always been a business owner even since I was little.
Okay.
I came here from Peru. Got here when I was 6. With nothing, very laid back, nothing. So I started my first business when I was like probably 8, selling gum in school.
Okay.
So I had my mom take me to Eckers back then, right? I think it was Eckers.
Eckers drugs.
I used to buy.
Open 24 hours, not in a row though, not in a row. You would walk by, it said open 24 hours, and it was closed. I never understood that, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I used to make my mom buy me a piece of gum, like those big gums, to take it to school, and I used to sell individually.
That's awesome.
So that was my first business.
Okay.
Ever since then, you know, I was basically always, you know, being like a go-getter. I need to do something. So I started working at Subway as a sandwich artist, they used to call us. Little in time, I became the manager of Subway, and I was there from about 6-7 years.
Okay.
But then after that, I was like, I need to work for myself. I can't have a boss anymore. I've always been independent. So a buddy of mine back then, he was doing construction. He was actually buying pieces of land. He was getting loans through the construction, through the banks, and then he'll just basically buy them, build spec homes, and sell them.
What year was this, more or less?
And I was 18, 19. Okay. So this is 22 years ago.
Okay.
Well, 41 now. So.
Okay.
So then he started to doing great. I was like, oh, hey, you know, help me out, because he was like a really good friend of mine. So he started like mentoring me, and he was starting helping me. I was still working at the Subway, and I was, you know, single by myself, so I was able to save a little bit of money.
Okay.
I was able to save like, I think it was like $20,000 back then. And I got $20,000, and I purchased my first piece of land.
Okay, awesome.
And then he kind of like walked me through the whole process on how to go to the loan, how to go to the bank, get the construction loan. So I did that, and I did a couple of investments, so a couple of properties. And in that time frame, I said, you know what, I am done. So I left working for somebody, and ever since I've been 21, 22, I've been on my own.
Oh, super, man! That's a great story. And tell me about home cutting edge improvements.
Yes.
Because you do. What I like is that you really kind of somewhat specialize, right? I know that you can build, or you're a general contractor, but you're in the renovations, the gut outs, and additions business, but higher end, right? Luxury level, correct?
Yes, luxury level.
Attention to details, what we always talk about.
Attention to details, so that clients could fall in love with their homes again.
Right.
So what happens is that when I started, I actually started my construction work helping homeowners because not I wanted to, I just had to. Because I started as a developer, but in the crisis, when everything went down, I kind of lost everything. I almost went bankrupt.
Oh, wow.
So at that time, I had already built a passion for my business, for construction, and I was good at it. I liked it. I enjoyed it, you know. So I was able to make a lot of relationships back then, and then at that time, I was like, you know what? I need to use my skills that I have built for myself, for my properties, and kind of help other people, homeowners. So at that time, I kind of started doing anything. I was doing driveways, windows, bathroom repairs, anything I could get my hands on. And as the years pass by, you start, you know, learning that you have to be very niche at something. You have to specialize at one little thing. So with my passion and my attention to detail, my organization skills, leadership skills, I kind of like shifted to just home improvement, luxury home improvement. And I was very good at helping people. I was very good at, and I got a good feeling out of it. It wasn't just, you know, the work part of it.
Yeah, right. The financial gain, it was the satisfaction of helping others.
Satisfaction, and it felt great. And I think with that experience, it opened up more doors because now not only do I do that, I have other businesses that I actually help other business owners learn how to do construction. We buy and sell properties. Now we're actually going to start buying buildings and just holding them and renting them out. So it has been able to open up a lot of doors.
What's interesting is that, and I think we talked a little bit at the ribbon cutting, Coral Gables is a perfect place for you because Coral Gables is an affluent community, but it has a lot of older homes. Those older homes need a little bit of upgrade. So you're kind of able to go into these older homes that look, they look very nice from the outside, but maybe they're a little dated in some of the finishes and some of the things, right? Is that, so I guess I'm trying to get your typical client these days for those home renovations. Who's that typical client?
Okay, so there's two things to my business, to that business. My audience, my client, is homeowners.
Okay.
Professional homeowners that are basically don't have the time to deal with all the nightmares that happens behind the scenes, right? And the problem that we saw, which is very important, because in business, I think you have to solve problems. It's very important, like once you start your business, to know what problem you solve so that you could help others. The problem that we solve, like you said, is outdated spaces and non-functional spaces.
Okay.
And that happens a lot. Like basically maybe a family is growing, they're having a baby on the way, they need more space. So then boom, we come in and we make an addition, right? Or maybe they need additional bathrooms. Maybe the layouts of the house, like you said, here in Coral Gables, there's a lot of older homes.
Right.
And how they used to build homes back then is not so functional to the new style now. People
more
now
narrow and not as open. The open plans wasn't part of it years ago.
Exactly, because trends change, and that's
Right.
one of the trends that has changed, and people enjoy more, like everything open. So we kind of help the homeowners with the whole design of it from A through C, so they don't have to worry about working with one company.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's really our niche.
Tell me about how the LBA has helped you in those initiatives. I know that you guys haven't are become a member over the last year or so, but expand your business. How does it help you connect with not only clients but resources to kind of tackle the initiatives that you have on hand?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, LBS has been great. I mean, we're new, and I attended one of your lunches, and man, that was like blow my mind.
Yeah.
Not only great food, but it was that the people that was there, the connections, the energy, the leadership, everybody's like there to basically continue growing, right? And you're sharing ideas, you're connecting with people that they want more.
Right.
They want to help more people. They want to create better things. And everything's in here in Coral Gables. And just the resources that we got from that one time that I went, it was mind blowing.
Yeah.
So like I'm very excited about the LBA and what you guys are doing. Like, and even the speeches that you guys did.
Yeah.
When we went, it was a great speech.
Yeah, the expo. You were at the expo.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun, and we had a bunch of different information seminars about transportation, banking, and the future of Miami, and how it's changing. But that's great. I always think that you're right? And in business, you can never stay the same. You either get better, you get worse. If you're not growing, if you're not trying to be better, then you're actually getting worse. So it's great that you have that perception.
Yeah, because what happens too is, there's things that are going to keep changing, and you have to adapt to those changes. And you have to kind of like see what's coming, so you kind of like plan for the future. If not, you're going to get caught with your hands behind your back, and then it's not going to be a pretty.
So talking about that, right? So the market has changed a little bit, continues to change. The Fed has raised interest rates to try to control inflation. They've kind of indicated they may stabilize. Given that you're involved in so many different aspects of real estate and construction, kind of want to get your take on what you see over the next 6 months, maybe the next couple of years.
Yeah, so like I think the interest rate is going to keep going up and down.
Okay.
I don't think the market is going to reduce that much in prices. I think what happened back then in 2008 it's not happening now. People are still buying because I still have properties for sale in my investment property, so I still see that people coming. I mean, you're not getting a line in the doors to see the houses, but there's still a lot of people that are moving down here.
There's still interest, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest.
And even from South America, you're still seeing folks coming. There's more chaos, or the political instability that sometimes takes place in South America kind of brings more folks into Miami, right?
Correct, correct. And then the people that are still buying and needing construction, Because construction, a lot of times is like having a boat. You don't need a boat.
Yeah.
You could have a house, you live in a house, but the people that are basically gutting the houses and remodeling the houses, it's not because they need it, it's because they want to.
Right.
And you still have a lot of those people that need, so I don't see a big change. As long as we continue learning and continue making the right connections in the LBA market, is a great place to meet more people and to make those connections and to kind of help each other, because I feel that I have a lot of resources, right? That I cannot service them. I would love to help them, but that's not my business. So by being in this organization and in the LBA, I could be able to share my resources with people that need them and just be the middle person and put two and two together and then help them help each other out.
That's a good point. And then that client or that contact that you have sees value in the relationship with you because you're solving an issue for them that perhaps they can't do themselves.
100%. And then a lot of times, like, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I'm always like promoting other contractors. And people are like, why would you promote another contract? There's a competition. I'm like, no, that's not my competition. That's just another person that's doing what I'm doing. But there's so much work. Why would I be greedy? Like, there's just so much work for everyone out there. Let's just get together, plan something together, do things, make things bigger and better.
Yeah, what's the line from
collaborating?
The line from Thomas Jefferson: "A candle loses nothing of itself when it lights another candle."
Exactly.
So I read someplace that you have, I think in your bio, that you have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Tell me about that. That's got to be fun, right?
Well, it's fun. We just started a YouTube channel this year, actually about 6 months ago. And it's just, again, it's going to the routine, like setting a goal, and that was my goal. Let's start a YouTube channel. So every Wednesday we record now, and then we just edit it and put it out there.
What content do you put on there?
It's more information, like to help people.
Okay.
Like, I really like to help people. I want to give back. Okay. So it's more about tips on how to do things, before you hire a contractor, before you buy a property, what you should do, just more tips, more educational to help people.
I gotta get my wife to watch that. That way she doesn't make me kind of go on and make me do a bunch of stuff that I have to watch the YouTube channel to do, So that's awesome. And we were talking before that, given as busy as you are, really the time that you have off is with your family. When you're not with your family, you're trying to work out, right? How's everybody's trying to work out for summer now. How's that going?
It's going good.
Is it an escape for you, right? Because for me, when I go to the gym, it's the only time that I can kind of stop thinking about all the things I have to do.
It is definitely an escape, and I also take advantage in that time and I educate myself.
Okay.
Now, what I mean by educating myself, I watch videos, I do courses. So while I'm in the treadmill, I'm lifting away, I'm watching videos, listening to stuff.
Right.
Because that's really, and I go late at night. I go like at 9:30 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I go at 9:30 p.m. My routine is different. So basically, I work through the whole day, Monday through Friday, from like 9 till 5, 6. Then I go home. I spend time with my family, my kids. I put my kids to bed every night. And then I go to the gym, then I'll come back and I'll start all over again.
Right. That's interesting. And you have, you told me you have 3 girls.
I got 3 girls.
You're married with 3 girls. That's a lot of girls in the room. How's that?
And not only that, I got 2
You're
dogs.
Outnumbered.
I got 2 dogs that are girls too.
Oh, wow. You're outnumbered. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm building a softball team.
A good softball team.
Volleyball team.
But that's got to be a fun time, right? When you kind of hang out with your girls and your family, right?
It is, because my girls are so lovely and so lovable, and I go home like a stress day. Sometimes I have those stress days at work. I get home and it's just like the love. It's just you can't.
You can't beat that.
And that's my retirement plan right there.
That's it. Girls will take care of you.
Yes.
They'll take care of you when you get old.
I heard.
Exactly. So you got that coming to you. So
I got that covered times 3.
What other initiatives are you looking at beyond your home improvement? I know you mentioned investment in real estate, right? You're investing in real estate. You have a thriving home improvement business, and you mentioned you're looking at buildings and perhaps office space. Are you seeing strength in the office market, which is why you're kind of maybe pursuing that?
Yeah, well, more in like multifamily.
Oh, multifamily buildings. I get you.
Yes, so we've been doing a lot of flips in the past, which has been great because the market has been going up. But now that it's changing, that is shifting, and with the interest rates going higher, a lot of people that own buildings, they're gonna have to sell now because the loan's maturing.
Okay.
So it's a huge opportunity to buy in buildings, 20, 30, 40 doors and higher.
Do you look at any particular place in Miami or in South Florida, or you're agnostic to geography? Do you go where the deal's at, or?
Yeah, well, for me now that we're starting this new venture, is we want to keep it somewhere that it's local,
right?
At least to start, and then eventually, going into other areas for us.
I always say that investing in properties, if you can't drive to it inside of an hour, it's probably not worth investing in it.
Yeah.
So you got to get to it. Something's going to happen. You want to be able to get to it inside of an hour and then kind of go from there, and expand from there. So
Exactly. Better safe than sorry.
yeah. So, but South Florida, so you're focused on South Florida?
Yes.
So Carlos, this has been great. Anything else you want to kind of share? Just kind of look into that camera and just kind of tell them, give them your elevator pitch, let them know how they can get a hold of you and all that good stuff. So that way you can get a few more clients into your under your belt.
No, for sure. So I mean, for homeowners, mostly for people that want to do a home remodel for cutting edge home improvement, we basically help you design the whole thing from beginning to end to make it easy for you and to help you make the decisions, because there's a lot of things that goes into construction, like who to hire, how long the thing's gonna take, how much the thing's gonna cost. So we kind of help you, and we basically help you narrow down all the choices to make it easy for you from beginning to end. And you could visit us at homeremodelmiami.com. That's homeremodelmiami.com, and then one of my people will help you.
And your YouTube channel?
YouTube, Carlos, your contractor.
Carlos, great to have you, man.
Likewise,
look forward to
thank you
seeing
so
you
much.
at our next LBA event.
I'll be there for sure.
All right, thanks for coming.
Thank
you everyone.
Thank you.